Do you want to see something cool that I found?
Let's do it. Blue, you ready to be a dad yet? You guys gonna let me get to it?
You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire.
So this is the Egyptian Fayumi. I think it's really pretty. I think it's a she. It's a silver Polish. A little poof. I think it's male.
It's looking that way. Pretty spiky.
Look at that beak.
It's got a slight cross beak.
I didn't notice that before. Mottled Houdan. Kind of like a Polish, but it's quite a poof. You can see your eyes. I don't currently even have a coction right now in the main flock anymore. So excited to have some more of these. This is the Bielefelder.
The coloring is just very intricate and beautiful.
This is the cream lake bar. White sapphire.
They're kind of normal, but they got a little extra poof up here on top of their head. I don't know how this one sees.
He's so pretty. And this is our golden Polish. He's crazy looking.
They're hook-billed ducks. They're a little over 3 weeks old now. That bill's still curving. We gotta work on naming these guys. We gotta look through and even pick out some names. Everyone liked your Captain Hook idea.
Look at those guys. Great.
Little baby pair. We're over here with the meat birds. We got them in a little bit of a lane. They've been in one spot for a little long, so we need to move it forward this morning. So because these coops are fairly small, we keep them in there at night. They have food and water at night, and then we open it up during the day, and then we've got them in a fenced-in area using this shocker knot fencing from Premier One, and it's been pretty amazing. Knock on wood, we've gotten 31, and we still have 31 meat birds. We didn't have that much success earlier this year when we lost a bunch that we bought from the farm store. These guys are all growing really well. Let me show you the difference between the Cornish cross, the ginger broilers, and the Delaware broilers. So here's our biggest ginger broiler and our biggest Delaware broiler. Delaware broilers look a little different from the Cornish cross, where they have the black speckles throughout. And when we're talking about sustainable meat breeds, these two are much closer to that than the Cornish cross. You'll see the Cornish cross here in just a second. So the Cornish cross is about the size of these two combined. So the Cornish cross grows full size in about 7 to 8 weeks. They're at about 6 weeks right now, so they're a week or two away. The ginger broiler is supposed to be right around the same length of time, not quite as big. So it'll probably have a couple weeks behind it, but still pretty impressive for a kind of a Red Ranger type bird to get that big.
They forage really good too.
We can get meat in the freezer quick with the Cornish cross, and then a few weeks behind that we've got the ginger broilers ready, and then the Delaware broilers, possibly a sustainable meat breed on this farm. We'll see. So there's the 3 birds we got from McMurray Hatchery. We'll let you know how they do in a couple weeks here when they're getting about full size. What's going on, Johnny? This is Rhonda the Brahma and Gertie the Turkin. You're in here hiding from the guineas.
He's been picking on us in the camp though.
Yeah, this time may be limited here.
Yeah.
Here's Zebra. So we're getting ready to breed Dolly again. We don't have a bull here, of course, so we've got to do AI. We've got to do artificial insemination. So we actually just had a shot done yesterday, and so that's supposed to put her into heat. And so later this week, we'll actually do the AI with a company that's local to us. It won't affect the milk or the milk production at all, but it will give us a time to dry her off next February through March to be able to have the calf next April. Is this the farm dream?
Oh, yes.
So this area is looking pretty rough. We're out here with the mandarin ducks, the red golden pheasants, the peacocks, and then all of our fancy chicks right down here. Check out these chicken tractors over here. Ripped plastic. Basically in the winter we use the clear plastic so the sun can come through, warm them up during the day. In the summer we use this solid green tarp. Holds up really well, but then it makes it really dark in there. So I was doing half and half. Well, that plastic is finally given up, and so I need to get that out of here. So basically I'm gonna have to get these green tarps off, plastic off, and then get the green tarps back on there. So I'm gonna mow a little bit, get those tarps cleaned up. Every once in a while we need to do a little bit of maintenance in here, and today is that day. I was just moving the pheasant house and somebody popped out an egg right as I was doing it. Still wet. Guess I scared them enough to let out an egg.
So we were working in the garden today and we came across on our broccoli and cauliflower all these green worms. So we thought we'd try to feed them to the chickens. We tried it in the bantam little chicks, but they were not interested. They just wanted to run away from us. So what are we going to try now?
A meat chick.
The mate chicks. We think they're going to be hungrier and they're going to eat the worms. Oh, she went right for it.
Oh,
You got it.
his name is Doom Doom.
Doom Doom?
Yeah.
Where'd you come up with that name?
And Doom's like that. A pet. You wanna pet him?
What's this one's name?
Spotted Peck. He's coming out.
I am. I like to show you trying to get over the vent though.
Can Daddy have a drink? And last but not least, we're going to clean up the Peacock tractor.
Do you want to see something cool that I found?
Let's do it.
3 peacock eggs.
You guys want to let me get to it? Get to these. Alright, Becky, well this is pretty cool because these guys had stopped laying last month. We had a couple that were sitting out there, were waiting to see if they'd sit on them, and we decided to put them in the incubator. Let me show you what's going on with those. I've actually got 2 peacock eggs that are supposed to hatch in the next couple days. Let's candle them and show you what's going on here. Unfortunately, that's really no development, so this egg is bad. And same here, egg number 2, not fertile. Didn't develop. So the cool thing is we've got 3 more to try with. Peacock breeders have reached out to me letting me know here at about 1 year and 10 months old, peacocks won't have fertile eggs, that really they need to be about 2 years and older, but there's a chance, right? Like even a 5% chance, it's worth seeing if we can get some pea chicks. Blue and Belle, some of you guys started following our channel when we first hatched them out almost 2 years ago. We got those eggs in August, so it was late in this season for peacocks, and they hatched out in the middle of September. So hoping here middle of July that possibly we've got some fertile eggs that'll hatch out in the middle of August. So it'd be pretty cool, huh, if we get some little white peacocks, huh?
Oh yeah, well any kind of peacocks.
Yeah. These guys are India blue, dark pied is their coloring. Some have asked when Blue will get his long train. You see his feathers right there. They are colorful, but not that really big train that you're used to seeing on peacocks. That'll start next year. All right, so these 2 eggs we're gonna move out of the incubator. They are done. And then these 3 eggs, we're gonna move in and see if anything develops. We should see something if they're fertile. Ooh, and one other question we get quite frequently is, why don't we free range these guys, or at least give them a bigger area? Bigger area, we're working on that. That's gonna be the aviary where they can fly around, they can move in a much bigger area than they have right now. As far as free ranging, we're working on the fence all along the front drive, and we don't want these guys to go out on the road. We don't want them to wander out too far. We want some offspring first. It takes a lot of time and patience for 2 years till these guys have offspring, and so we just want to make sure we have some kind of backup before we risk putting these guys out free ranging and risk losing them to predators. Hey, who here remembers when we had a dance party for the peacocks to celebrate their birthday? That was a good time. Right, Blue? We got a big box to open.
We do.
We had a viewer that reached out to us that wanted to build us something pretty cool. Check this out.
Look at that, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Awesome.
So this was made for us by Lindsay at Backwood Design Company. This is a piece of cherry. It is over 4 feet long. And then she uses some epoxy and other materials to make these really cool designs that look like waves on here. She did an amazing job to come up with a custom piece just for our home. This is so cool. Looks just like water here.
Yeah. Wanna test it out?
Let's put it up. You like what we picked out?
Yeah. Turned out great.
Well, Lindsay, thank you so much. Be sure to check her out. We've got a link to her website down in our description. We opened a bunch more mail from you guys, and just for the sake of time, we're gonna post opening all of that mail over on our Instagram and Facebook. But thank you guys for all the things you send us to our P.O. box. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Night after the video came out. Oh snap, one more egg. Let's put it in. Thank you, Blue. I guess I should thank you too, right, Belle? Good night.